In this episode of the IT Experts podcast, we help you answer the question, how do I stop my clients from bothering me? Welcome to the IT Experts podcast, the only podcast to help MSPs scale to 1 million, and if already there, get to 5 and go faster. At the end of the day, isn't it all about building a business that works for you rather than you for it? I hope you enjoy the show. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the IT Experts podcast. Today, we've got a really great question. Came out of great conversations we were having with our clients as we were refreshing their 16-week plans a couple of weeks ago. For those who are listening to this, you know who you are. Stuart's back in the house today. Good afternoon, Stuart.
Afternoon, Ian. Great to be back. Hello, everyone.
And yeah, we're going to be chatting about how to stop my clients from bothering me getting in the way. So I'm going to put some context around this. We was on an accountability call. We were talking to some clients, and they'd said, a couple of them had said, "Oh my God, it's been transformational since I have trained my clients to do what I want them to do, rather than bother me and kind of have this legacy of when I started the business where they're texting me, phoning me, interrupting me, and all these kind of things." So I thought, let's do a podcast about it, Stuart. Why not? This is a really big thing, isn't it? So, you know, been an MSP, you're busy being busy anyway, because life is just throwing stuff at you left, right, and center, whether it's technology, whether it's software, whether it's people, whether it's users, whatever it might be. And then on top of that, you've got all these clients who you believe that if you don't service them, answer them back, ring them back as straight away, answer their text messages, they're all going to leave, which is a complete and utter myth, isn't it?
It is. You see, the thing about a service business, and any MSP is in the business of service. Service people like to be of service. And so the challenge, it's like an equal and opposite tension between the reason you went into the MSP world to be of great service and help people with their technology. And then after a certain while, it's like, well, why are you calling me? Why are you disturbing my day? But how do you grow that if the reason behind the growth to date has been because you've been available and able to service them? So it's a real contradiction in terms and a change in how you show up in your business to take it to the next level. Many MSPs are very happy being front and center in their business. You know, we talk about lifestyle businesses. A lifestyle business can be an amazing business if that's the business for you. But there are many MSPs also that want to scale something and build that asset. And the issue is they go, I haven't got any time because my clients are needing me all the time. And they're texting me in the evenings, at weekends, during the day. And every time I try to work on the business, I feel sucked away from it into helping them because they need me. And actually, it makes me feel good because they need me.
So the interesting thing here is it will always get to a point where the MSP will say, no, I'm not doing this anymore. And all the new clients that come in have a completely different experience to their existing clients, don't they?
Yeah.
From an onboarding point of view, from a how does it work point of view, from a who you meet and all this sort of stuff. Because you know that, you know, what got you here is not going to get you there. And you need to then make sure that you're scalable and more efficient moving forwards. But then you get this dilemma. Oh my God, I've got this new process moving forwards. But how do I look in my rearview mirror and get my clients behind me to do this? Because they're all going to leave still, aren't they?
They are. Well, you think they are.
They're not, Stuart, by the way. That's the answer.
The thing is, you think they're going to leave you, and the reality is they're not going to. But we're so wrapped up in this psychology of being of service, and we built our business successfully by being available. The thing is, you just need to retrain your clients on what the rules are. And remember, your clients have perhaps grown alongside you. They're probably going through exactly the same challenges themselves in their business. And so when you show up and explain to them that you've now set up this out of office on your email, which is on permanently, by the way, and it says, hey, I'm busy working on the business. If you need support, call this person or send a ticket to this email address. And you are just less available. At extreme, people get new mobile phone numbers, or you just don't respond. Or if you do respond, you have a standard like out of office text message response that says, hey, if you want support, otherwise text me if it's personal. If you think about it yourself, how many times would you contact someone personally on their personal mobile phone if they set that expectation? Yeah. So the starting point is setting the expectation and the boundaries in your business, but you've got to stick to them.
And the interesting thing is you said they're setting expectations. So I understand why you'd be worried if you were going to do this. If the only time you have a conversation with your client is when you're fixing stuff for them that goes wrong, right? Ian, can you fix it? Yeah. Ian, can you fix it? Yeah. When have you had a conversation, an account management conversation on where's the business going? How's it feeling? What's happening in your world like that? So you can actually get ahead of the curve. So you can say, oh, crikey, if you've got 10 more users coming in, I'm not sure I'm going to be, talk to me about why this is now feathering in really nicely into account management, and why, if you have a really great account management relationship with your clients, these conversations, number one, probably don't need to happen, and number two, are going to be easier, aren't they?
Completely. You've just summarized it perfectly.
Oh, thank you.
I think the soundbite there is turning something that is reactive, i.e., they need you to fix something, into something that's a response from you, so responding and being proactive. And if you've got that opportunity to speak to your clients, and, you've got to educate them as to why a TBR or a QBR or an account management review is of worth. And that is a starting point, re-educating them if you've spent like 5 or 10 years just reacting to them. So there is some challenge in re-educating them to it, but the starting point is not being available. And it's like a diversion, isn't it? When you see a road closed and they're diverting with that yellow sign, you're setting up some yellow signs, diverting them to the help desk, not via you.
Yeah.
And we're all quite happy. It's a bit annoying to start with. And then you get used to what the diversion is and you adjust to the diversion until they stop the diversion and you go back to your old ways. You just want to keep that on permanent divert.
So before we get on to the kind of the framework and the steps that we're going to help you with, so you can kind of get back control into this, the absolute cherry on the cake of this conversation that we were having was, in actual fact, what these clients had actually identified was when they'd actually got rid of some of these noisy clients who were ringing them up, bothering them, not doing this. They weren't making any bloody money out of them anyway. So they're actually better off getting rid of them because they're going to be more profitable.
Huge. So, once you understand the value of the people, well, the starting point is who's calling you. It's probably only 2 or 3 certain clients that call you all the time.
Noisy.
The noisy ones. If they're profitable, great. Just retrain them to work in a different way, as we've just talked about. But actually, if you crunch the numbers and realize you're not making any money on them, then either put your prices up or encourage them to go find someone else.
Yeah. You don't have to talk to them about how to ring you. You just ring them up and say, we're not doing this anymore. It's not profitable. I'm sorry, I can't carry on. If you do want to carry on, this is what it's going to cost you. This is how it's going to work. Thanks very much. And if it's a no, then you can actually, if it's a yes, you can cheer. And if it's a no, you can cheer because you're going to make more money and you can go and work with clients you want to work with.
Yeah. And then you got more time to do your marketing.
Yeah. Don't start that one again. Right. So look, let's get into the nitty gritty. What are the key steps that if people have listened to this podcast so far, I've gone, oh my God, that's me. I need to do this, but I'm not confident. I'm scared. I'm a little bit nervous about how to do it. How do I start?
Well, it starts with the data. Go get the data. Who's calling you and when? Keep a log for a week or 2 weeks or a month and just log every time you are text, messaged or phoned and it's a client needing help. Yeah. Log it and then look at what that pattern looks like. And then you can work out, as we just said, who's calling me? Are they worth it? And what sort of conversation do I have to have? Because if you've got 100 clients, I bet you that less than 5 are causing most of the noise.
Yeah.
And once you know who's calling you and when, you know who to go and talk to. Then you need a carte blanche redirection. The yellow signs, we're talking about diversions. What are you going to do to block people reaching you direct? And is your help desk team set up to handle, the inbound inquiries? Are they giving the right kind of service? Does it automatically set up a ticket? Is the PSA configured appropriately to automatically allow clients to log a support request? And are your team capable of handling the different types of requests they've got? It's not just a small technical fix such that they can diagnose the issue, raise a quote, get procurement involved, send the invoice out. Is that all set up and automated such that it works? Then you're not involved in any step of the process. But as a minimum, you don't want the phone ringing or the emails coming to you. And to do that, you've got to set up your out of office on your phone and text messages, your WhatsApp, if that's how you've been working with them. Change phones, get rid of your phone, get a new phone. And also communicate it. You perhaps want to send a letter out to everyone explaining the change of process or an email. Put it in your newsletter if you have a newsletter. So, if you're going to change anyone's behavior, you've got to communicate, you've got to educate them, explain the situation. It might take a couple of months as you gently drip feed it out and people start to get used to the fact that they can't get hold of you. It takes time to just pick up a new habit, both for them and for you.
And it also starts, just as you were talking then, I just wrote down, it starts with personal time management as well. If you are accessible 24 hours a day because you've trained them to do it, to be quite frank, then stop being so accessible. Give them times when they can get in contact with you. Give them times, if you're going to set up a Calendly link, give them that time in the afternoon, or an hour in the morning, hour in the afternoon, whatever it might be. So at least you can then focus and you can get on with what you want to do, during your day. And as Stuart said, communicate. This is a great opportunity for you to, if you haven't already, and there's a podcast on this somewhere, I can't remember what number it is off the top of my head, started your account management process. This is a great opportunity on how you can begin that conversation about how the management of your account is going to work moving forwards. Oh, and by the way, we're doing things better to help you keep safer, secure, more efficient, etc., etc. A great time to bring that one in right now, isn't it?
Yeah, perfect. And the thing you can say to your clients is like, guys, I'm redirecting you to my team who can handle your day-to-day queries, because I'm working on the more important stuff in all of my clients' businesses, including yours. Yeah. I'm the technology strategist, and I'm working on strategy and the latest security tools. And I need my team, just like you probably need your team, to step up and do the day-to-day servicing of clients.
And to get back to you quicker and better than
Absolutely,
I can.
Absolutely.
So wrapping this one up, Stuart, what's the bottom line on this one?
The bottom line is you have the power to stop your clients bothering you, but you have to do something about it.
And if you do something about it, you're going to end up being more efficient, more profitable, have a better system in place, have more fun, go and play more golf maybe.
And stop pulling your hair out.
Why do you always keep mentioning hair? Right, well, look, that's it from us today. We hope you've enjoyed the show. You go and enjoy the rest of your day, and Stuart and I'll catch up with you soon.
Thanks, everyone.
So I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, I'd love it if you could leave a rating and review on your favourite podcast platform. If you want to learn more about how to take your MSP to $1 million, or if you're already there, go faster, then come and join Stuart Warwick and myself in the Scale with Confidence Facebook group. The link is in the show notes. You go and enjoy the rest of your day, and I look forward to connecting with you soon.